a landslide that forces the organizers to lengthen today's stage by 4 kilometers. Rain pouring down continuously in the roads of Nice. 6 slopes to climb. The final one, the Côte de Pays in the C category, lies only 20 kilometers before the finish line. The pressure is at its peak in the countryside of Nice. Conditions are terrible and take their toll. Demar doesn't even start, while Bouhanni, Coquard and Hausler give up after a few kilometers only. Others seem inspired by these conditions and drive an aggressive race. Again, it is Thomas de Gent who attacks ruthlessly. Like yesterday, the man in the polka dot jersey attacks early, and 30 riders, including 7 locals, manage to follow him. Slope after slope, the group gets smaller, but the presence of Sylvain Chavanel in the group around de Gent keeps the peloton nervous. The distance with the yellow jersey group never goes above 3 minutes. 50 kilometers before the finish line, on the Col Saint-Roch, it is of 90 seconds. On the way down, the two groups finally join, and Michael Kwiatkowski takes every risk to distance his opponents. His strategy works, as Richie Porte begins the final ascension 30 seconds behind the leader. Tony Gallopin feels right at home on the Côte de Pays and starts attacking about 30 kilometers before the finish line. While the favorites eye each other, he quickly gains a 30-second lead. Further behind, Richie Porte not only joins the yellow jersey group, he even outsprints the exhausted Kwiatkowski. Tony Gallopin shows no sign of weakness, and the man from Team Lotto is first to take the final descent. The stage can only be his. The winner 2013 now not only needs to distance Kwiatkowski, but he also needs to prevent Gallopin from taking the overall lead. Taking too many risks, just like his teammate Geraint Thomas, Porte comes to fall and loses precious time. No harm is done, but it will be hard to take the yellow jersey off Gallopin, who today wins the stage and the leader's jersey on the Promenade des Anglais. He had already shown himself on the Croix de Chaubouré, and now Tony Gallopin has proven that a puncher like him can compete on this year's Paris-Nice. The winner of the 11th stage of the last Tour de France has performed a decisive attack 30 kilometers before the finish line. Under climatic conditions fitting the Ardennes rather than the Provence, the man from Team Lotto has never lost his cool and is about to write a small page of French cycling history. He is only 24 hours away from being the first Frenchman to win this classic race since Laurent Jalabert in 1997. With those difficulties under these conditions, it was really hard, but I had good legs today. It's true that the rain was no handicap for me. I was rather happy this morning because I knew this would make things difficult. So I tried my luck on the final slope when I saw that Kwiatkowski wasn't well. I'm really happy. Behind the man of the day, Tony Gallopin, 4 men must have quite a few regrets to have been so passive on the final slope. Sylvain Chavanel, one of the first to attack today, passes the line with Kwiatkowski and Porte 1 minute after the stage winner. In the overall ranking, Gallopin darts from 6 to 1 and takes the desired yellow jersey. He will start the final stage on Sunday with a 36-second lead. Tomorrow will be the last stage of the 73rd Paris-Nice. After the Promenade des Anglais, the riders will pass another mythical spot of this classic race, the famous Col d'Èze. The slope of 5% over 10 kilometers will host the showdown of the ultimate time trial. The Nice countryside is where everything will be decided this year.